Hi everybody, this is Jasmine O'Keefe, your League City Pets Alive Volunteer Coordinator, and this is your May video. So this is going to be all of the info as far as events, calendars, and information that you need as a volunteer to kind of help us save more lives. So let's get started. Right now we have our monthly calendar, some events. We have lots of events coming up starting this weekend. So this Saturday we have our Doggy Derby event. It's going to be held at Stuttgart and Kima. We'll be doing dog races, not just for our shelter animals. If you'd like to bring one, let us know. We can do that. Or it's also for the public, so you can bring your animal up there, register. There's lots of fun. There's even betting on the animal that you think is going to win, food, drinks, and there's even a costume contest. So we'll have prizes for them as well. So if you're interested in that, you can either help volunteer. So if you're interested, there's a way to sign up online to volunteer, or if you just want to come and attend or spread the word, please do so. We also have an adoption event this Sunday at the League City Music Festival. We're going to have a booth there for adoptions. We'll also have some merchandise to sell. So we need volunteers to help with that. We also have on May 11th our car wash. This will be our first car wash where we be raising funds again for our animals, mostly to help them in any way that we can as far as medical or other events or anything like that to kind of help with our animals and save more lives. So there'll be a car wash. And then we also have Kendra Scott on May 23rd. We've done several Kendra Scotts in the past, and during a certain time of that day, if you buy anything from Kendra Scott, part of the proceeds can go to us. So, and we also do adoption that day too. So if you're interested in helping, all of it is on my volunteer page for you to sign up. We also have condo care training. So we do need volunteers to help with our condos. We have condos at several different locations, and at those locations, the cats are in there, and they need volunteers to go up there just once a day to go up there and take care of them. So if you're interested in helping, the more volunteers we have, the easier it is. The goal is to try to just get one shift a month is all that we are asking for, and if you can do more, that's great. So if you want to interested or just to learn or how to do it, we have training today at 6 o'clock at the Pet Supermarket, and we also have training on this Thursday at 6 o'clock at Pet Supplies Plus. Let's see. We also have my volunteer page is turning into my impact page, and there's actually an app. So this is not just a web browser that turns into an app. This is an actual app that you can download for volunteers for you to sign up for your shift. So there is a Apple version and an Android version. There's links to both of those on the home page on my volunteer page if you're interested in just putting the app on. It makes things a lot easier, especially if you're at work or whatever case may be and you want to come, you're getting off early and you want to come volunteer real quick. You can click on the app, sign up for a shift, and come on by. Dress code. I want to remind everybody about the dress code. We've had just a kind of reminder, I've had some people not exactly following it. One thing is for shoes, make sure that you are wearing closed-toed shoes. Is very important in this type of environment, not only just for safety, just making sure you're not stubbing your toe or hurting yourself, but also, the diseases and things that are around. It's better to have your feet covered. Making sure that you wear long pants. Now, I know for some volunteers, capris, especially the dog volunteers, that capris are okay at your own risk, especially during the summertime. I know how hot it gets. And as far as shirts go, we do ask you to wear our volunteer shirts. Good news is our volunteer shirts are in, so I will be picking those up tomorrow. So if you're a new volunteer and have not received your volunteer shirt, please come see me and go ahead and get your free shirt. If you would like a second shirt, there is $10 for an additional shirt after that, and that just goes back into our t-shirt fund for more volunteers. So go ahead and come by for that. Good news is for our canine volunteers only, we are allowing you to wear tanks outside. It's very, very hot outside during the summer. I get it. So we do have tank tops. We are allowed to wear tank tops, and the good news is we actually have LCPA tank tops. So if you're interested in getting one of those, you can go to friendsofleaguecityanimalshelter.org. We have a rescue retail shop over there where we have tank tops and t-shirts, bags, all types of goodie stuff, and you can purchase your tank tops so you can wear them while volunteering. And for our feline volunteers, we do still recommend that you wear shirts with sleeves because our cats sometimes you're able to get scratched. You're holding cats a lot in your arms, that it's always better to have shirts with sleeves. Longer sleeves are better If you can put like a long sleeve shirt over your t-shirt, that's great. It's not actually required, but it is highly recommended. But you do at least have to wear shirts with sleeves, like a volunteer shirt of some sort. For our canine volunteers, just as a reminder, we are doing all this new training, and I am watching and trying to make sure that everybody's doing it. The most important thing is consistency. We want to make sure that we are handling the animals in a consistent manner. If you have not done your one-on-one training with me, the new training, ones that if you haven't learned about our new loose leash training or our kennel routine, any of those type of info, please contact me via email. We can get that scheduled. We want to make sure that everybody is using the loose leash or the working walk training info that I gave you, even if it's just to and from the yards. It's very important. It's not just when you're walking the dogs out in the public or the neighborhood. It's every time you handle this dog that it is being handled the same, and we're making sure that we're teaching them that it is not okay to pull on a leash. Even if they're just going outside for a quick potty break, we need to make sure that they're still being walked and being handled the right way. We also want to make sure that you're only walking your colored dogs. So please be sure that if you're a green volunteer, you're walking green dogs. If you're a blue volunteer, you can walk green and blue dogs. And if you're an orange volunteer, you can walk all three colors. So make sure that you're paying attention to the collar color. If the collar is not on the dog, look on the walking board. We will label them on there until we can get a collar on them. So just please be aware that you're walking the dogs that are labeled for you. This is not only safety for you, but safety for the dogs. We're making sure that sometimes we have certain behavioral plans or certain training methods that we're using on these dogs, and we want to make sure that that we can be consistent with it, so that way they can learn quickly and hopefully they can move down a level. If they're an orange dog, they can go to blue, and if they're a blue dog, they can go back to green. So just please be sure that you're handling them the right way. And last but not least, for our canine volunteers, make sure that you're signing up on the Google Sheets. This is very important so that we can have play groups every day. I am trying to schedule myself as lead, so that way if we have runners, I will go ahead and put myself on there so we can try to get play groups at least once a day, every day. It's so important, not only just for getting the dogs out, but for their mental, their physical health. It's good for their learning. It's just all around way better for them to go into play groups. So please sign up on the Google Sheets in advance, so that way I know and I can schedule myself accordingly. And last but not least, our adoption event qualifications. There have been lots of emails going out about our adoption events. We're going through my impact page and cleaning things up. And we want to try to make things as smooth as possible. We have changed some of the qualifications for the event, and we've added some new shifts. So if you are a current feline friend or canine companion level 1 or up volunteer, we've actually made signups just for you for some of these events. So if we were having cats at the event, there's going to be a separate sign up for you. If there's a dog at events, there's going to be a separate sign up for you for any of these events, such as Music Festival or Kinder Scott or anything like that. So that way you can also sign up and you don't have to do a second training for adoption events. Our new training includes adoption events with our feline friend and with our canine companion training, so that way you're already dual trained. So if you've received an email about adoption events that you've done in the past, you probably have sent an email. You probably received an email saying please redo this training, because it includes all of the new ways that we're handling animals and making sure everybody, again, consistency. So important that we're handling the animals the same, so that way they can hopefully get adopted quicker. So that is it, everybody. Hopefully this wasn't too much information for you. Of course, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can contact me or any of the other, I actually have volunteer coordinators that kind of help me with this. You can contact any of us on the contacts page under my volunteer page. And of course, thank you so much for volunteering for LCPA. It's because of you we're able to save more lives. So I'll see y'all next month.